reasons or results. There are two groups of men out there. Men that keep coming up with bullshit stories as to why they are not where they want to be in life, and men that go out there and fucking perform and do absolutely everything it takes to win because they want to take care of themselves and their families. They enjoy the hunt. They don't only decide to work when there's a guarantee of a result. Well, what's the guarantee? You know, I've met a lot of guys like that. Well, if it's not guaranteed, then what's the point in trying? You know, these men will be sat on the sidelines forever watching other people go out there and win, go out there and take care of their families. And what's annoying is that most of these men end up becoming haters, envious fucks. Oh, he's probably scamming people. They had every opportunity available to them. 24 hours in a day. We all have the same amount of hours. The rich man and the poor man. Now, yes, there are people that have come from less favorable circumstances. Absolutely. But there is also many examples of people that have come from less favorable circumstances and have also achieved tremendous success. Despite their circumstances, they found a way. You don't want to be that guy, always coming up with another bullshit story as to why you're not where you want to be. You'll sound like a broken record. You won't even respect yourself. You'll look in the mirror and think, what a fucking pussy. Why do I keep talking about the past and why I failed? And why don't I go out there and keep trying? Most men give up too soon. They do. I've met guys in their mid-20s that have just thrown in the towel. What's the point? I've lost $1,000. You lost £1,000. That's it. Money can come back. But now you want to just throw your ambition down the drain? And just become an average Joe Schmo and do nothing with your life? And be miserable as fuck and look at other people that are going out there and doing amazing things and feel hurt inside, because that could have been you. I don't want you guys to feel that feeling. And I especially don't want you guys to be jealous of other people who have paid the price. Don't ever be one of those guys. I don't want you to be a jealous bastard. I don't. I want you to go out there and get a slice of the pie yourself, because there's enough to go round. There is. I have an abundance mindset, man. I really do. I don't live in lack. I don't live in scarcity. There is enough for everybody to do well. But unfortunately, I'm just aware of human nature. Most people won't do well. And that's sad to say. You know, most of you guys watching my video, I'm sorry to say it, guys, but most of you won't take action. You know, there's a large percentage of people that just enjoy the feeling of being motivated, but they don't translate that into action. Okay? Jim Rohn used to say, act whilst the intention is hot. When you feel it, when you feel that sort of inspiration running through your veins, make a decision, do something. You know, some of you guys will relate to this. You know, when you wake up at like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning and you have that sudden rush of motivation, do something with it, man. That's your body telling you. You know, that's your calling coming to you at night saying, hey, we need to do something, bro. You know, that doesn't happen very often. If we're keeping it real, it doesn't happen every night. That will come every now and then. It's a reminder. Hey, bro, come on, you can do more. You know? In order to have more in life, we need to become more in life. And I always talk about value, fellas. We need to go out there and become more valuable to the marketplace if we are looking to make more money. Don't be one of these guys every year, same old excuses. And some guys even put effort into coming up with new excuses. Well, the reason I don't want to do it, and you think to yourself, if you put the same effort you put into coming up with excuses into actually doing the work, you might actually be successful by now. It's actually interesting. You know, a lot of these guys think that you need 1,000 reasons to not do something. All you need is one reason to not do something. But they keep going. They keep trying to find more and more reasons as to why they don't want to do it. And it's usually because they don't want to be hurt. That's all it is. You fear failure. But the ultimate failure is never stepping onto the field. Never trying to begin with. That is the ultimate failure. Losing money along the way, making a silly mistake in business. I mean, that's going to happen. It's a wiser idea to learn from somebody else's mistakes, but human nature doesn't quite work this way. Most of us will have to make our own mistakes in order to learn. And that's okay. That's not failure. Failure is throwing in the towel and deciding to be a nobody because you're scared of hurting yourself. Embrace those battle scars. Embrace those bruises, bro. Because you have stories to tell. If you're sat in the corner, wrapped up in bubble wrap, what kind of a life is that? You know, I've said this before in some of my older videos. Most people die at 25, but are only buried at 75. You know, they reach adulthood, they get a job, and then life just becomes monotonous and repetitive, and, you know, maybe that little bit of spark left in them gets completely extinguished when they meet up with their friends. You know, maybe you went up to one of your friends and you said, hey man, I want to start this business idea, and then one of your friends was like, bro, come on man, don't do anything stupid, you got a job, you know, don't mess it up. And then you decide, you know, what was I thinking? I guess I should just keep my job and just, you know, forget about my business idea. Or your parents tell you, oh come on Darren, you studied 5 years at university. You did medicine for 5 years and now you want to start your own business. You know, that's not realistic. You know, barely anybody makes it because, unfortunately, that's how most people are. They're very negative by default. They don't default to the success stories. Oh, you know what? I know someone who did really well. And encourage you, especially when you're young. I mean, if I had a kid that was 25 and he told me about a business idea, I won't discourage him. You're fucking 25, mate. If there's a time to do it, it's right now. Because in the future, when you have kids and you're married and everything, it's going to become harder. Now, it's not an excuse. I don't want you guys to use your kids as an excuse. Oh, these little shitbags. If it wasn't for them, I'd be rich. No. If anything, you should use your kids as a reason to do well. You know? When I say reasons, it's not just about making excuses. You can also have a reason to do well. There's a saying, if you don't have a reason, you're only here for a season. Yeah, another way of putting it is your why. Why are you doing this? And it has to be bigger than just, I want to make some money and, you know, travel to Italy. Yeah, that's fantastic. Amazing. But if your only reason to do well is to buy things, you'll quit. You will. It has to be more compelling because the work is going to get monotonous. It's going to get difficult at times. And you're going to question every fucking day. And I'm just keeping it real with you fellas. You are going to question yourself. Is this even worth it, mate? Why am I doing this? In the early stages, especially when you don't see the results, when you're like, the fuck, I've been doing this for 6 months and I ain't seeing shit. That's when most people are like, you know what, fuck it, man. But that's when you should sit down and think, right, something's clearly wrong here. I need to really make sure that I understand what's happening. Because I don't want to carry on. I don't want the next 6 months to look like the last 6 months. I need to make some adjustments, tweaks. It's all trial and error, fellas. That shouldn't scare you away from ever trying. No. You're going to make mistakes. That's okay. Refine the process. Make some adjustments. Jim Rohn, you know, talks about it from the context of adjusting the set of the sail. Maybe you've been going this direction for so long. But then if you just adjust the set of the sail slightly, now you're going in the right direction. The direction that you should have been going in. But that's okay. You don't get it right the first time. It may be the 4th time or the 5th time. This is why your work has to be compelling to you. It has to pull you. It doesn't have to be fucking lovely, hunky-dory, sunshine and rainbows every day. No, because it ain't going to be this way. But it has to be compelling enough for you to be like, you know what, I want to fucking figure this shit out. I ain't letting you beat me. I want to understand this. I want to get to the bottom of this. That's how trading was for me. It wasn't one of those things that I dreamt of doing since I was 5 years old, because it wasn't even possible. When I was 5 years old, Retail trading from your smartphone or laptop wasn't even possible. And even when I actually got into trading, it wasn't one of those things that, it's not like playing a video game where you're having fun and wow, it's just dopamine. Nah. I mean, there were aspects of it that I was like, what the fuck? Why don't I understand this yet? And then I would just sit there with a notepad and I would just highlight fucking loads of shit until I understood it, until I wrapped my mind around it. So when things get challenging, don't see it as a sign to quit. See it as a sign to keep going. We all learn at different paces. And look, when the light bulb flicks on, that could be the game changer for you. Once you finally get it, man, things could just skyrocket after that. And I think a lot of guys underestimate how successful they could become. They set really small goals, and that's a separate video in of itself. But you don't know how big you could become, brother. You don't. You could become way more successful than you ever thought was possible. And this is why I don't want you guys to quit. This is why when it's challenging right now, I want you to keep pushing. Because once that light bulb flicks on, man, things could just be falling into place in the right way. Orders come flooding in. Clients are signing. I mean, your life could turn around overnight. That's why I don't want you to fucking quit, bro. Keep going. Because then the test, as they say, will be a part of your testimonial. One day you'll be telling your story. And you know what? I almost fucking gave up, but I kept on going and I believed in myself and I got the call one day and this happened. And then you can start connecting the dots. All right? I really hope this video helps you, fellas. Because I don't want you to be that guy every year, same old excuses. And then you start using your kids as an excuse. You know, and you start resenting your kids or your wife. And if that bitch didn't, I don't want you to be like this, guys. I want you to use your family as a reason to do well. I want to retire my spouse. She's been working so hard. I want to take care of her. I want to take care of my kids. I want to homeschool my kids. I don't want to be in a position where the carpet could be pulled from underneath me and then I don't know what to do with my life. I want to be in control of my day. I don't want my days to control me. I want to be able to pick up our bags and just fly out, me and my family, to a country of our choice. You know, I want to be able to experience the good life. Don't make reasons as to why you're not going to succeed. Start believing in why you will. Come up with reasons as to why you will succeed. Alright, with that being said, fellas, thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, comment down below as well. Let me know what you think. And if you're new here, come on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you guys in the next video. Peace.